Who our kids choose as friends is a good indicator of their own spiritual condition. Both my parents and my wife's parents repeated to us often in our youth, don't ever tell me that it's my friends, it's not me, because you hang out with people who are like you. In fact, parents have a very important role to play in their kids' friendships. We have to be verbal about what we see, and we have to be involved in their relationships so that we can have the best possible influence on our kids. I grew up in a single parent family. And so one of the ways that my mom wanted to be involved in my friendships was she had an open door policy. Any kids could come over at any time, spend the night, free supper, anything. Why did she do this? Because we were rich? Because she thought, I would much rather have these kids here where I can see what's going on than have them someplace else where I have no idea what's going on. In the book of Proverbs, the father warns the son on a number of occasions about his friends. Let's look at a few passages. Proverbs 1:10-19. My child, if sinners try to entice you, do not consent. If they say, come with us, we will lie in wait to shed blood. We will ambush an innocent person capriciously. We will swallow them alive like Sheol, those full of vigor like those going down to the pit. We will seize all kinds of precious wealth. We will fill our houses with plunder. Join with us. We will all share equally in what we steal. My child, do not go down their way. Withhold yourself from their path, for they are eager to inflict harm, and they hasten to shed blood. Surely it is futile to spread a net in plain sight of any bird, but these men lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush their own lives. Such are the ways of all who gain profit unjustly. It takes away the life of those who obtain it. We have to warn our kids of the ways that people will use to try to draw them into a gang of kids and get them involved in bad activities. And we have to show them what the results are if they get involved with these kinds of people. Proverbs 4:14-19. Do not enter the path of the wicked or walk in the way of those who are evil. Avoid it. Do not go on it. Turn away from it and go on. For they cannot sleep unless they cause harm. They are robbed of slumber until they make someone stumble. Indeed, they have eaten bread gained from wickedness and drink wine obtained from violence. But the path of the righteous is like the bright morning light, growing brighter and brighter until full day. The way of the wicked is like gloomy darkness. They do not know what they stumble over. We have to make sure that our kids know that we know that there are two paths. There's the wicked path, and we know where that leads, and we will warn our kids about that. And there's also the path of the just, and we know where that leads, and we want to encourage our kids to take that path. Lastly, Proverbs 24:1-2. Do not be envious of evil men, nor desire to be with them, for their minds devise violence, and their lips talk of trouble. We can see from this passage and many others in Proverbs that a wise parent warns their kids about bad people. He tells them who the bad people are and what bad people do. So often we as Christians think we shouldn't criticize anybody or we shouldn't say anything bad about anybody. But in actuality, the book of Proverbs is filled with warnings where the father says to the son, hey, look at that bad person. Look what they do. Look how it's ruining their lives. That's what we have to do as parents.